finally, after I don't know, maybe 6 months of doing that, I'm slowly making songs. So I'm like, okay, this one can be on the album.
Yeah.
This one can be on the album. It takes a while though,
Yeah.
because you're just making a bunch of stuff, and learning how to make beats is, oh my god, it's fun. It's super fun. That's why I was able to do it. But so the first skit is, hey man, like, yeah, I'm actually starting to do something with my life. You know, I'm starting to make music, and the guy's just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, where's the party at?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the idea. Is like, that's who I used to be. You know, that's who I was. Partying, throwing parties, not caring, being loose.
Yeah.
Train wreck lifestyle. And then, so I'm just like, all right, whatever. And so the next skit, I was like, okay, what could be the next one? Where it's like, okay, I'm in a job setting and I'm feeling better. I want, in that skit, I feel better because I'm doing the music.
Yeah.
So it's like this guy who's my boss is like, come on, I need you to work, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, okay, like, you know, like kind of bouncing around and having a good time because I'm doing music. And that's my heaven, you know, and he's just like, work, work, work. And so I'm just like, all right, whatever, like, peace out. And it's cool because it could be like a probation officer almost. It could be, you know, your boss.
The way the person was talking to you.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to make that subtle and not make it to where, oh, it's my boss or it is my PO. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Well, actually, because at the end he asked for a P test.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. That's right.
What's the difference between a probation officer and a boss?
Yeah, you know, you are asked to take a drug test before you start any jobs.
Exactly.
Or most likely.
And so I like to throw in the comedy too.
Yeah,
you know?
you're a fun guy.
Subtleness. I learned that in paintings. Subtleness is key in a lot of stuff because it's just like, it's there, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's filling. So yeah, that's how I came up with the skit. And then what's weird about it is, it's like the skits, like the skit is the first one. I am changing, and then the songs though, like Tormented is the first one, and it's more like rapper stuff, not so much.
Also, your first music video, correct? Yeah.
Well, for my music that I've created, my own on my own beats. Yeah. I've had music videos in the past, but these ones were kind of like more official. This is part of the album. But as the skits go on and the music goes on, it's like it's getting deeper, and it's like this is kind of the reason why I am who I am. Yeah. Because the last song is about my brother. Yeah. You know, and it's like all these songs. So it's like going reverse in a way, and then the skits are kind of going reverse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I thought that was like, oh, that's really cool, because the first songs like Tormented, and then the Never Flee or Cross are kind of like bratty rapper kid, you know, like, and that's kind of who I was, you know. But in the first skit, it's like I'm kind of evolving, and then so that was kind of the idea behind that.
You know, if anyone was to follow you on Instagram, which I'll put your handle in the description, you do a lot of painting. You mentioned artwork like probably a couple minutes ago. There's a song you did, which was a single you released prior to listening to the Seed, called Masterpiece, which I listened to it, watched the music video, and then I think listening to it first did help me digest exactly what you're saying, because the way I interpreted it was like, you're taking all of the angst, the kind of like frustration, and you're just taking it on the canvas. Yes. And then it's also helping you stay on this path and not deter you to do something that could be against the law or just help you bad. So when I heard that, I was like, ooh, wow, there's a lot of like struggles mentally that you are transitioning onto the canvas.
Absolutely.
What, with that kind of layout, just you blending in your artwork and also with this now rap kind of artwork, what was it like creating that song? What was it like shooting the video, and just that whole process of getting it out there?
I heard a sample on the internet, and I was like, I really like the sample, and I was showing my friend, and they were like, nah, you can't make a beat out of that. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you can't? And they were like, it's really hard the way it's structured. And I was like, whatever. So I had that conversation. I was like, I really like the sample, and I started just like messing with it. And then I finally got it to where I was like, okay, I can loop this. Now let's start adding some drums. Let's start adding some kicks, some snares. And then I was like, okay, what if I did a song that was like more about art, like painting, like a painting? How can I talk about my art without it being too corny?
Yeah.
Without it being too corny. How can I bring my struggles and my art into a song? And then do a music video of me doing a painting. Yeah. How am I gonna portray that? So, I had my big painting. It's one of my favorite pieces that I've done. And it's like, how can I get that in there? I'm gonna have to replicate this painting as I'm drawing it in the music video. And then at the end, it'll look like that I painted the painting in the music video, which was not the case. But how. I was like, no, let me talk about. It's more of a warning, in a way, to people. Is do what you love to do, don't waste your time. Even though I did waste my time, I'm still pretty happy who I become because of what I went through. So I'm not super bummed out at myself about like not starting art earlier, but maybe I wouldn't be doing the art I am now. So I'm okay with that.
It's a weird conundrum to really pull yourself into.
But I'd definitely rather have people not go through what I went through and just to do art and have a good life. But I mean, trauma is, I hate to say, sometimes good for us all, which is weird to say.
But it is. I mean, my partner and I, we say that we hate that you experience what you experience, but we're happy. I'm happy that you did, because now we found each other, and we're better off.
Yes.
So I get that.
Awesome. And so I just wanted to. Ever since I started painting, I started looking at things different, even music. It's like